the others get a chance to pile on in. Let's be sure that we are live. Make sure we got good audio. All right, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. How is everyone's morning going? Great morning, great morning, great morning. We're going to begin in about 60 seconds. We're just giving, letting Facebook and LinkedIn notify the tribe that we are live. And don't hesitate to share this with a business owner and manager that you know. All right, we're going to be going live in about 60 seconds. What time is it? Hey, Jackie, I see you. Good morning. How has your week been thus far? All right, it's 8:03. We're going to start at 8:05. 8:05, we're going to begin. So in 2 minutes, you can grab your set of, get you a cup of coffee, tea, cappuccino, whatever you need to kickstart your day. Hey, the Enigma, the wandering Enigma, how are you? Good morning. We'll be starting in 1 minute, 60 seconds. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us. And this one is going to be a doozy. You definitely don't want to miss it. And if you're not aware, on Saturday, I'm doing a training from 12 noon to 3 p.m. It's going to help you enhance your Q2. Q1 is coming to an end, obviously, and a lot of business owners are complaining that, hey, we didn't hit the mark, we didn't get the numbers that we're looking for. And a lot of that sometimes is not external. It has nothing to do with your lead copy. With your ad copy. It has nothing to do with your funnel. A lot of it is internal. So I'm going to show you how to address that. We're going to, at the end of the training, you're going to leave with a CX vision, mission statement. We're going to touch on creating a journey map. We're going to talk about what you need to do to create a customer-centric approach with your employees, your internal customers. So it's going to be a lot for those 3 hours. So you got to come prepared to work. And if you're interested, just shoot me a DM and I'll get you the link for that. All right. What time is it? It is 8:05. Let's begin. All right. Great morning, business owners and managers. Wes Walters here, and welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. I'm your gracious host, Mr. Wes Walters, and on every single CX in the Morning, I bless you with customer service tips, customer experience tricks, and I leave you with gems. And by gems, I mean actionable takeaways that you can implement at the speed of now. Immediately after this broadcast, you'll be able to take what you've learned, sharing it with your team, making your team and your business better. And who doesn't want to be better? It's Hump Day Wednesday, and we are in the middle of the week. So if all things are aligned, you should be halfway with your goals, completion of your goals. And if you're not, you need to double up, because Thursday is going to get even harder, and Friday it's harder than that, and Saturday you're looking down the barrel of a gun. So Today is the day. If you are not halfway through your weekly goals, today is the night. Tonight is the night you stay up late. Today is the day you fast. You go, I mean, I say fast. I mean fast from food, but fasting actually makes you work faster. That works for me. When on fast days, I'm able to focus better, and you run faster because you're lighter, obviously. So today is that day. Miss Enigma, if you are not halfway with your goals, today is the day to go all in. Tonight is the night you stay up late, all right, and burn the midnight oil. So let's jump in right in. Let's jump right in. This is going to be a quick one. This is going to be a doozy, and it's because a member of the tribe sent me this, reached out to me via Facebook Messenger, Instagram DM, and said this is what they experienced. At any given time, if you have a customer experience issue, a complaint, or something that you want me to touch on, you can always shoot me a DM on whatever platform you're on. If you're on Instagram, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. I prefer audio messages. That way I can listen to them while I'm driving. But if you're a Twitter finger type of person and you prefer to text, then type it out. But audio messages, but I will reply to you with an audio message. I'm not typing it out, okay? So the member of the tribe said, hey, Mr. Walters, so this is an experience that I had. So there is this business, a restaurant that's right next to the office building, and they are normally packed during lunchtime, right? Now, as the name, the topic, the title says, simple fixes to complex problems. And that's just, it's catchy, but this is a really simple problem. This is not a complex problem at all. It's the the team of the managers, the management team is making it more complex. This is a very simple issue. All right, so she said the restaurant is a restaurant that she frequents, and there's always a line during lunchtime. So a way to mitigate that problem is she would call the order in as a pickup, you want to pick up an order, and then when she gets there, she would just dine in. That works better because calling or ordering, dining in, just showing up to the restaurant and placing, being seated by the waitress and, getting appetizers, all that, it takes longer than the hour of lunch that she has. So she doesn't have the time and she doesn't want to be late for work. So she calls the order in. And then when she gets there, say, hey, I want to dine in. I have done that many times in my life. No red flags from a customer's point of view, like this is something so bad and she should be penalized. All right, so I've done that. So while she was placing the order, she made it very clear to like, hey, I am placing a to-go order, but when I get there, we're going to dine in. Apparently, the person taking the order was repeating what she said. She's like, hey, so you want the curry chicken? Okay, great. So did I get that correct? 2 curry chickens and plantains on the side. Hey, so you want to dine in? All right, great. So the manager heard the person taking the order and in the background says, we don't do that, loud enough so that the customer could hear her. Red flag already. Not red flag, but that wasn't a good, that was not good because the customer should never have heard that. So the customer heard that, hey, we don't do that. Just, we don't do that, all right? So now the customer arrives to the restaurant, says, hey, I'm Jackie. I ordered this food. I'm the one that's going to dine in. The customer saw the manager with a grimace on her face. So she was not happy. However, the associate gave put the to-go orders and gave it to the customer. Hey, Miss Danelle has joined. And so she gave her the to-go order and they began to dine in. Now, you would think it's over, right? It's over. She paid for the food. You got the food. Everything is over, right? Wrong. So the manager then comes to the table, not to say, hey, how is the food? How are the drinks? We are so happy that you're here. Thank you. There's a lot of restaurants on this strip, but you chose us, and we're thankful that you're here. Matter of fact, here's a coupon for the 20% off for drinks at the bar. You would think that's what the manager visiting the table is about, right? That's what most managers are about. That's what I teach my managers. Hey, if you're going to go to the table, you want to be sure all is well. And if it's not, you want to make it better. If the manager was a viewer of this show, that's what the manager would have did. But that's not what the manager did. The manager proceeds to the table and tell the customer, hey, we don't do that here. And the customer was like, flabbergasted, like, what do you mean we don't do that? We don't eat at this restaurant? No, we don't eat to-go orders in the dining room. Before I go in, I understand the manager's point of view. It's not a good look when you have styrofoams in the dining room. I am totally in support of that. However, that's not the way you say it. Hey, we don't do that. Especially to paying customers that are paying your salary. We don't do that. So the customer then says, hey, I am willing to put the food in a plate that you would normally dine in with. So the customer came up with a solution for the manager. Come on, manager. Manager, you're not giving me enough ammunition to help you. So the customer said, hey, I am fine with transfer. If you can take it back to the kitchen, put it in a plate, we will still eat. The reason, and began to describe or explain to the manager why she's in a situation like she is. She said, hey, I only have an hour allocated for lunch. Normally when I come here and I try to dine in, it never gets done in an hour. So I need to order in advance. So when I get here, my food is ready and I sit and I eat. Makes common sense. I do that all the time. I've done that in the past. The manager was adamant, says, we don't do that. And if you want to eat your food, you need to go out on the patio. Now, if you're not familiar with Atlanta is a city where you wake up in the morning, it's winter. 10 o'clock-ish, it's spring. 12, it might be lunch. It might be summer or it might snow. That's the way Atlanta is. You could have summer at 12 o'clock or you could have a snowstorm that closed the airport. And so when you're leaving in the morning for work, you have your heat on. When you're coming home at lunch, you have the AC on. And on the way home, it's flipping a coin. You don't know. So this manager says, hey, if you want to take your food, if you want to eat your food, you got to go out on the patio. Yes, I wish I was making this stuff up. So let's unpack this. This is really simple. I'm going to end this real quick so that you guys can go back to your day. First of all, that is not the way you treat customers that are supporting and patronizing your business. Manager, that's not the way you do that. A simple fix could have been, hey, and this needs to be not with the customer on the customer level. This should be on the team's level. In the morning, when you guys do lineups, you say, hey, it's not a good look. We're trying to present ourselves as a fine dining experience. Having styrofoam containers in the dining room is unacceptable. If someone comes and orders a to-go order and changes their mind and say, hey, we changed our mind, we want to dine in, we simply move the food from the styrofoam, we take it back to the kitchen and put it in the plates that we serve our customers that dine in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Took about 7 seconds to figure that out. Please, first of all, these are paying clients, paying customers that support your business. Why not make it easy for them? These are paying customers that like your business. And here's the thing that gets worse. The tribe member that reached out to me, she said, Wes, Mr. Walters, the dining room was empty. she said it was myself and my guests. We were the only two people in the restaurant because we got there exactly like lunch starts at 12. We got there like 12:10. It's right down the street from my office building. And the manager continued, even though the dining room was empty. So this is one of those rules, like if you're old enough, you know, the story about Thanksgiving where grandma would always cut the turkey in two. And nobody would figure out, like, why is grandma doing that? We would ask questions. Hey, grandma, why do you cut the turkey in two? Hey, I don't know. My grandmother used to cut the turkey in two. Go back a couple generations. Grandma, why do you cut the turkey in two? I don't know. Big Mama used to cut the turkey in two. If you do a little more research, you realize that Big Mama, the only reason Big Mama was cutting the turkey in two, because back then the ovens couldn't hold a full turkey. That's the only reason why. Not that cutting the turkey in two made it bake better. Or no, the reasons why this was in place was because back then the ovens were too tiny to hold a turkey. We had Cornish hen turkey ovens. The ovens were only big enough for Cornish hens. So this is one of those rules where this was probably in place from the managers before that says, hey, eating in the dining room with styrofoam is unacceptable. But nobody asks why or how to rectify this. If you're a manager or a business owner, it's imperative that your managers have solutions, not just we're not doing this because I said so. No. We're not doing this and here is why. Oh, we are doing this and here is why. You're going to get so much more buy-in from your team members and it makes your team members happy. And if team members are happy, they go out and deliver the service at a world-class level. Remember, you treat your team members the way you want them to treat your customers. Imagine if the team member used the same language to the customers. Now, we don't do that. What was the tip going to be like? One, and would that customer feel warm and fuzzy and want to return to this restaurant? The answer is no. So again, this is a real quick, it says simple fixes for complex problems. This is not complex. This is really simple. Really simple. The solution here is to transfer the food into the fine china that you have, bring it out, and give them a free coupon to the bar so that they can come back and support the bar. Make them feel warm and fuzzy. Give them a free dessert. Hey, sorry for the mix-up. Matter of fact, if you complain about us taking long when you come in, then other customers just like you might feel the same way. So thank you for letting us know how you feel, and we're going to work on shortening the time for dining in so that we can get you in and out in a lunch for your lunch period. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I told you this one was going to be a doozy. I told you it was going to be quick. Miss Danielle, you're going to have to go back and watch the replay. But that's it. Real quick and easy. Again, a lot of problems seem complex. They're really not complex if you do a brain dump and you think about this logically. The quickest way, like one of the biggest lessons I learned from Steve Jobs, he said when he was creating the interface, the user interface for all of the devices for the new iPhone, he says, what's the easiest way for the customer to do this? That was the thesis statement branded in the development room. What is the easiest way for our customer to do this? If they have our device, if they wanted to drag or copy this, what's the easiest way? Is it to put their finger across and slide? Well, that's how it needs to be. That's how it needs to be. That's how it needs to work. So the easiest way for this customer who is dining in, who had to place a to-go order in order to dine in, is to simply transfer the food into the dining room table, plates. That's it. And then you have a happy customer who's going to tip the waitress. Who's going to have a happy employee who wants to do the same thing to the future customers coming in. And then it's a rinse and repeat, around and round. Happy customer, happy employee, wants to deliver world-class service to the other new customers. Happy customer, happy employee, want to deliver more top-notch service to the other customers, and around we go. And it's a circle of excellence. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you got some benefit from this, please share it with the business owner and manager on your team. And again, don't forget, this Saturday at 12 noon Eastern to 3, we're doing the training that's going to help you accelerate and literally make Q2 way better than Q1. If you missed the marks in Q1 with your numbers and you're trying to decide what was my ad copy, what was it? Is it the funnel not working? A lot of it is internal. And I'm going to show you how to rectify those internal problems. All right. See you guys. If you're interested, shoot me a DM and I'll get that link to you. Again, it's Saturday, March 29th from 12 noon to 3 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be loaded with gems and we're going to knock everything out in just 3 hours. All right. See you guys on Saturday. Peace.